there's 6 catamarans at the moment in Hill Inlet, sheltering from the 25 knot wind. Most of them have got retirees on board, and I reckon it's quite a comfortable life. You know, get by one of these, you know, you've got no rates to pay, you've got nothing, you're on your own solar. You probably can live for 10,000 maintenance on the boat probably, and the cost of the boat, which probably that thing there you're looking at there would be about 200 to 250,000. This is Selkie, and as you can see there, obviously pretty local, because you wouldn't be towing that tinny behind you up from Brisbane. And he's got his crab pots there, and he's obviously a fairly serious fisherman. This is Island Home. They've come all the way from South Africa. They sailed across and beat into the wind quite strong in quite a lot of the way, and the boat is looking very nice, and it's all up together still after their trip, and it looks very nice. This is a nice catamaran, high bridge deck. Yeah, that's kind of my kind of ideal thing. I think it's got maybe 2 outboards in there as well in the chute, so I'm not sure. It's called Raki, and it's got a couple of blow-up dinghies like mine, a bit more expensive mind you, but I think they're basically the same. They're called Scampers. I'd say Aldi's a knockoff, basically the same. It's a nice catamaran that. Is their home over here, the nice trailer sailor, a Ross, and it's they made their home under the rock. It's been blowing 25 knots for the last few days, and they've decided that they'd make a home ashore. They got a nice Ross here that came all the way from Brisbane. They've trailed it up, and they're having a great holiday here. The weather's been not very good in the last week, and it's caused childbirth. This morning I'm coming out of Hill Inlet, and it just happens to be, you know, it always is in the mornings, right into the sun, so it's very hard to see the channel. So far I've been down to about 1.3 on high tide, which is a pretty low high tide, but I'm in about 2 meters now. I'm going to put the engine down and get on out of here now. I'm pretty much not over the bar, but I'm in the deep water at the moment. Then I've got to go through a bit of a bar. Autopilot going out here, and I'm going where I reckon, and I can't see much, so all I'm doing is glued on my echo sounder, which got down to about 1.2, and I draw a meter with the board, so you know it's quite close, but I can't see the channel with the sun, so I'm just going on. I'm in 2.6 now, and I'll be able to turn in a minute. I'm just going to go a bit further until I get to 4, and then I'll turn the outboard off and sail away out to sea. I'm just going along the coast at the moment towards Whitehaven, but I'll get over the drop-off probably in another 100 meters. There's the shore over there, looking back, and I looked out, studied it at low tide, and I thought this was the safest way out. I don't like bars. It's blowing probably 20 knots today, and you've got to take these things that you can only bounce once and you'll be all over Red Rover. After leaving Hill Inlet, the first point you come to is Tongue Point, and inside that is Tongue Bay, and I expect there to be a fair few boats in there today, sheltering from the strong southeasterly wind. It's a great place for a charter boat to go, or a bareboat when it's blowing hard. It's quite comfortable in there when you're quite a large boat. Wouldn't recommend it for a trailer sailor because there's no beach there, so you need a crew in order to, you know, they go in with their tinnies and unload their clients, but they bring the tinnies back to the boat generally, or they would bash on the coral. So a rubber dinghy is not the thing to take in there. Recommend, if it's really blowing 25 knots from the southeast, you either go into Hill Inlet at high tide, or you go right along the beach to along Whitehaven Beach and tuck yourself in the southern corner as close to those rocks as you can. And there you're protected by a little bit of reef, and it's quite comfortable in there even in 25 knots. But you can't put why they're in there is that they haven't got enough water in the corner there for them, so they've got to come down here. I'm rolling down at the moment with my fully reefed main and my number 3 jib. It'd be blowing only 15 knots at the moment, and I'm underpowered, but when I get round the corner and start going in hook passage, I'll get the bullets through there coming through at 30 knots, and I'll probably reduce my jib then and be feeding to windward into probably 20 knots. About an hour and a half, I'm at hook passage. This is where you can see a green thing there, which is a coral observation platform, which you just climb down into. Down the bottom you can see the coral. And still coming down with my main and my head saw. I may have to, I think I should be reducing the head saw, but there's no wind at the moment because I'm in the lee of Whitsunday Island, but I expect I'll get some wind in a minute, and I'll wish I'll have reduced it before I got there, but I'm going to just leave it up and see what happens. One of the ocean rafting boats, Big Fury. This is going out to Whitehaven Beach. I've been sitting here on the spot for about 5 minutes, and I think there's just a gust coming here, and I hope it'll be the one that'll take me through the passage. Nice resort over there. We used to go there when I was young. It was great. The resort had a band and everything in the evening, but now it's kind of completely dead. It's just closed down. Same as South Mole. Terrible shame. Beating up hook passage into about 18 knots of breeze. There's very little waves here because we've got about 2 knots of tide against it. Maybe a knot and a half at the moment. But we're going pretty well. A few more tacks and we'll be through. Coming up to the end of hook passage now, and on the hook side there's a channel marker which is obviously past south of, but there's a reef there, and there's a good chance of snagging a mackerel. It'll be the last chance I get before getting to Airlie Beach where I could give them away. So I'm going to do a tack in a minute and then go racing across the reef and see if I can snag a mackerel.